today. From Portland, Oregon, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the Portland Snowhawks taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Portland Snowhawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
today. From Portland, Oregon, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert and the Portland Snowhawks versus Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Portland Snowhawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Hurts. And his first pass is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mills. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run on 3rd down with Portis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hammond. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Dixon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. To the air again, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 10 catches, 66 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hammond. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Flush to his right. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Hammond. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to Walker on first down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, that's complete right around the 8. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw
it across his body and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Hurts to throw. And Walker has it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Mills. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. Throw out wide to Walker. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ken Walker from 17 yards out. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Herbert. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. On 2nd down, Hoskins. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw.
Now Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Completes it to Dixon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Snowhawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got Smith here. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
from the 24. Hurts setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Steps away to his left. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On fourth down, Herbert, Dixon, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because